What's up guys, Jebber Gaming Jaws here. So I wanted to come today with a video that I've been thinking about for a long time. I've wanted to do, but I just haven't gotten around to it until now. So I wanted to cover my best gaming night memory. And this happened when I was a younger person. I really don't know how old I was exactly. But we were celebrating my brother Jace's birthday. I believe it was his birthday because it was in the summer. I was born in January, so I know it wasn't my birthday party. We had a lot of the same friends. So it was a really fun time. Middle of the summer, bunch of young boys. I think we were all around probably 13, 14. You know, there were ages younger and older. My younger brother Noah is 4 years younger than I am, so his friends were there too. Our birthdays were kind of just a big conglomerate of a bunch of people, you know, that were all of our friends. We shared our friends a lot, so that was always fun. So it all started going out for pizza at a place called Marino's, and we went to an arcade, and we're all piled up in these big Suburbans. You know, my mom is carrying a ton of us in her car, and we got a couple other cars with other moms of some of the kids coming along, and so we're all at this arcade, and we all eat a bunch of pizza because, you know, like when you're a kid, pizza is life, and arcades are just cream on top of the pizza. So you know, so it was a really good time. We played a bunch of arcade games. They had the thing where you get tickets and you get to trade them in for prizes. And so it was just a whole bunch of fun. There was one little mishap. One of my friends, Michael, it was funny. He's like one of the best guys in the world and like one of the most responsible kids ever. And like, he just happened to like be seen doing one little like slightly not respectable thing by some of the staff, and he ended up getting kicked out of the arcade area, which really sucked for him at the time, you know. So him and I were standing right next to each other, and some machine had stopped working right or something, and he just like made a joke and was like, piece of crap, and kicked it, you know, a little bit. He didn't even kick it hard or anything. Poor guy got kicked out of the arcade for that time, so that really sucked. But anyways, so we play a bunch of arcade games. We trade in tickets for little stupid prizes. I think one of the most fun things was these little eyeballs that you would throw, and they would just like splat onto something and stick. And that was always my favorite thing to get. I just like get as many of those as possible. You know, so on the way home, we're like hanging out the window, throwing those at like whatever signs and shit, trying to get them to stick. I remember that. So we get home, and I think that this was my idea because I can't imagine like anyone else thinking of it. So even when I was really young, like 13 or so, you know, gaming was just huge for me. I mean, at that point, like gaming was like crazy. Like I loved video games so much. And my friends were all in the exact same boat, which was awesome. But I always loved video games a little bit more, I think, than most of my friends, you know, obviously, as I sit here now talking about them. So we had this plan. So we were staying at my parents' house, and we were having a sleepover. And I think there were probably like somewhere around like 12 to 15 of us kids all together. You know, like there's me and my two brothers, and then all of our friends that, you know, were close and able to come to the party. What we did is like every kid brought their systems. So we had like a Sony PlayStation and a Sega Genesis, and you know, my friend had a 64, and I don't know even what other systems were out at the time, but we pooled all of our video game systems, and we pooled all of our TVs. So everybody's like lugging around all these TVs. So we have them all set up like this entire gaming like emporium in the living room of my parents' house. And so we're all high on pizza and soda, and we are playing video games well into the night. And there was one group that was playing GoldenEye on the N64. Myself, I was playing Chrono Cross along with my friend Michael. We were both playing through the game for the first time at the time. And I remember that we were pretty far in the game. I think I was watching... I can't remember if I was watching him play or he was watching me play. I remember being stuck on a boss, and it was, like, kind of annoying. But, man, it was just so much fun. It was, like, I still remember just looking around and, like, there was this one kid who was a cousin of two friends that were there, and he was super into role-playing games, so, like, him and I were talking a lot about RPGs, and he was into Squaresoft games, and, so... yeah, everybody is just like playing multiplayer games, playing single player games, and we all just played into the night, you know, as much as we possibly could. It was just a really awesome time. Man, those are just the best days. Like, how does it get better than that? You know, literally like a bunch of kids coming together and being like, what would be the most awesome, amazing thing to do? Let's get all of our video game systems, let's get all of our TVs, let's bring them all to one house, and let's just stay up the whole night playing games. It was freaking awesome. I'm sure that I got into some GoldenEye that night. GoldenEye was huge at the time. Like, GoldenEye was bar none. GoldenEye was the one solitary reason that I was super jealous of the Nintendo 64. I was a big time fanboy of the PlayStation at the time. Like, I had reason to be, let's be honest. But man, yeah, GoldenEye on the N64, just love that shit. I still love that shit. It's hard to find people to play that multiplayer these days, but I would totally be down for that at any point in time with anyone. So yeah, that's one of my it probably is like the ultimate childhood gaming memory that I have. I just had such a good time playing with all my siblings and all of our friends, and just well into the night. You know, people are fading off as it gets later and later. I don't even remember falling asleep, but that was a good time. So, just wanted to share this quick little gaming memory. It was one of just the best times of my life. So much fun. I miss that, you know, you can't do that these days. You know, when you're an old fart, you know, everybody's got responsibilities, everybody's got to work, everybody's got wife and kids, and, you know, it's hard to just come together and just be like, we're going to play video games the entire night. It's not impossible, though. Don't think that it's impossible. Because any of you guys, yeah, some of my friends back home, you know what's up. You know what's coming. You know it's going to be an invitation eventually. We're going to drink a lot of beer, and we're going to play a lot of video games. So just be ready. All right, guys. Let me know some of your favorite memories. If any of you guys watching this were there, if you remember this, comment. Let me know what you were doing at that time, because I'd like to remember. I'd like to put the pieces together a little bit more in my mind. So, all right. Peace out. Have a good one.